make you feel it in your soul.
Got a body so sweet, when you're vibing with me. Let's go on a retreat, somewhere we can just keep the mood on repeat. We can do it low key, we ain't getting no sleep. Girl, we staying up, you whisper like a record, babe.
Make you feel it in your soul.
Got a body so sweet, when you're vibing with me. Let's go on a retreat, somewhere we can just keep the mood on repeat. We can do it low key, we ain't getting no sleep. Girl, we staying up, you whisper like a record, babe.
Hey y'all, hold on, let me get everybody over here. We got politics live. Welcome in. Hold on, let me remove this. Hey. All right, let's get into it. I'm trying to wait till everybody come in, but I'll talk about it later. So we got a lot to discuss with this politics situation, y'all. Hold on. There we go. Oh man, there's so much going on, honey. Oh my God, Candace is getting dragged, but I've been told her. Child, there's so much. Let's get into it. So, child, I'm gonna tell y'all what is given to me. Why I feel like Candace Owens is getting dragged. You know, Long Chin Luma allegedly had to call her sugar daddy. Call her sugar daddy. Child, that is the worst sugar daddy had, but let's get into it. So, shout out to his wife Kevin. So we were talking about Trump's son at one point and how he just landed a $24 million deal with the Pentagon. And I wanted to let you know that the reason why that was happening is the fact is because basically, usually when they have war, people sit down, they have a discussion, and the person that's in president begin to make money from this. It's not something that we just go to and lose money. We can, but if somebody in the family get a deal, it's fine, and they make money from this. Now, I'm not sure why this is what he got, but as far as I know, they're celebrating a major victory. His company secured $24 million in a taxpayer funding through a deal with the Pentagon and the Foundation Industries, a robot startup company building futuristic warfare tools such as humanoid robots that Eric said could have eventually replace soldiers. So basically, his plan is to have soldiers. Instead of soldiers, okay, we're going to get into that in a minute. Instead of soldiers, his plan is to have robots to fight wars for America. Now, I don't know how that's going to work, but they're trying to replace, okay? So anybody that's in the, I'm just going to be honest with you, it's not a good look for the economy. And not only that, another thing that's going on is we have the administration is also trying to bring back firing squad executions. So basically, the Department of Justice just announced they're strengthening the federal unaliving penalty by readapting firing squads and lethal injections. Among the actions, they are readapting the lethal injection protocol utilized during the first Trump administration, expanding the protocol to include additional manners of execution, such as the firing squad, and streamlining internal processes to expedite the unaliving penalty cases. So basically what their thing is that they will have a lot of people in the service or whoever, or hey, good morning, Karen, or their robots to fire and do 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 do, and pew 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 while you just stand there, and wherever the shots hits, that's where you land and pass on. Hey, Mars 820. Um, so that is something that they trying to do. Yeah, we really are in the Hunger Games, y'all. Um, we really are, and they want people to watch this. They want to stream this. They're not saying that, oh, we do. They want to stream this to the world. This basically saying, hey, this is the consequences that you get. You come out here, you do that, this what's gonna happen to you. I want you to see what we do. That is some weird ass shit. Um Another thing, Pete, and this, okay, so since we got this war going on, you got headsets firing the Navy Secretary of the 34th military official to be removed, which is crazy work. Then you have the DHS sugar daddy is a defense contractor. So this Julia Vivero at the DHS counterterrorism. Let me share y'all. Y'all got to see this. She got her sugar daddy job. She got her a sugar daddy. Yeah. So she has a sugar daddy, honey. Okay. She's on administrative leave. She has an investigation due to undisclosed relationship with a sugar daddy who was spending thousands of dollars on her. The complaint was filed by the man himself, who said she used her DHS connections to get perks like cutting TSA line. So that's the man. His name is Robert Bianchi. He owns a federal defense contracting service, SDVO Solutions. He has received over $60 million in government contracts over the last 10 years, but more than a third of that came in while Trump was in office, child. Look at them eating each other. The MAGA people eating each other. Just look at this. Y'all see this? Just look at this. Child. She's sleeping with that old man trying to go to the top, and guess what? Child, he tearing her up. So Caroline Levitt, another woman that love her old man and procreate. Child, she finna go on administrative leave. Now let's talk about this. I'm not gonna read this because y'all know where we going with this. So listen. So shout out to Here's Why Kevin. I love that he get the tea, honey. Get the political tea. Y'all go follow him. So listen. So let me stop sharing real quick. We gotta get into it. Y'all see Caroline. Okay. So listen, y'all. Let's be clear. Trump has had 3 women, 3 or 4, maybe more. Okay. He replaced one with a black woman, and he loved putting black women in people's face so he can get a vote or get it to pass because he think it'll work. Okay, that's just one thing. Now you had Miss Husband that we wear in titties with the double life is fired. Pam Bondi is fired. Caroline going on administrative leave for having her child. She's getting ready to give birth. Now, we have seen the women that were shook and driving, okay, pick me being replaced with men. And I kept telling y'all he wants men to believe power, okay? So she's saying, she put out a video one time. She's like, yeah, I don't, work for them anymore. And I was like, so when she go on her maternity leave, I want y'all to remember, she has JD Vance replacing her. But I want you to think about this. And I want you to think about this well. I don't think Caroline will be coming back. I don't think he's going to allow her back after she had a baby. I don't think he's going to have her back and give her job back. JD will have her job. But then I look at it, why are you having a vice president doing the job of the secretary? If he has them doing that, there's 2 things that's going to happen. 1, either she'll come back, or 2, he's going to replace her after that child is born. So pay attention to the play. This is the 3rd person that has had his back, shook and jive, had him at the center, that might not have a job. And people kept telling them, I sway. People kept saying that. So yeah, she's, JD Vance is going to be replacing her on maternity leave, but I think it's going to be a whole thing because everybody got their popcorn waiting on this. It was something I wanted to talk to y'all about that I had on my shorts. Oh, here's the video. I'm gonna let this play. All right. Oh shoot. Oh no. First of all, let me get my copyright disclaimer up here. Where's my banner? My banner. Oh, it ain't on this one. That's okay. Hold on, y'all. Let me get my copyright. I love me some bounce that ass jazz. I'm just playing. Bounce that jazz, honey. All right. Let me fix it real quick so it can run and run. No. Okay. I want to scroll it across. Here we go. Copyright disclaimer under section 107 of the Copyright Act, because people be doing things with their friends and I ain't got time. Allows is made for fair use for purposes such as criticism, comment, news reporting, teaching, scholarship, research for fair use. Okay. Now let's get into what Miss Caroline said. Let's go play.
The president is not setting a deadline with this ceasefire right now, but this war has already gone on longer than he said it would initially. How long should Americans be prepared for this war to go on?
Look, I think President Trump ultimately will dictate the timeline, and he will do so when he feels is in the best interest of the United States and the American people. Mary Bruce.
The president is not setting a deadline.
You know what's really funny to me? She is so nice and so gracious. For sitting here, and now she's being so nice to people and so intrigued to people. It's very weird because usually she's cussing people out. No, you just now it's yeah. Chickens come home to roost sometime a day. Okay. Now let's get into something that I got. We got a nice little long production today. We sit here as the American people and the black people. Shout out to T.I., Killer Mike, that were trying to tell, and including me, because I was tagging Candace Owens, and I was telling her, girl, I hope you know it's not going to be what you think it is. That's my president. Oh, whoa. Okay, girl. So, a shout out to Is On Site. Candace Owens got posted today by the Orange Man, okay? We're going to get to how I believe all this started, right? So, as you know, Candace Owens used to vote for him. She was him. She was that. And let's take that down for a little bit because I want y'all to understand where we're coming from with this. Candace Owens was Trump this, Trump that. Trump, orange man, right? And hold on, y'all. And I'm gonna just let y'all know. She was just so this and that with him and all this, all that. He's this, he's that. You guys are wrong. You black people should do this, right? Pandering for y'all to vote for that man. Well, her and Laura Loomer been going at it. Now, what's amazing to me is people been calling out Laura Loomer in that Orange Man and how it's strange all of a sudden he got something to say about Candace Owens when he had already talked ish about the girl for not supporting him no more. And see, we had already told her when he do something she don't like, and we as well as Megyn Kelly, we was like, y'all talking all that shit, but when you do something you don't like, you know what I'm saying, he'll be popping off at y'all. Well, he sure did that today. Okay? Honey, he did that at 5 to 6 o'clock yesterday evening on Twitter. He said Candace Owens' stock, which never very high, has fallen along the way. Her attack on the First Lady of France is despicable. I believe in this case, without verification, she's extremely low IQ individual. He has also said that she has slept with a lot of white men for money. He said all that stuff because Candace decided to stand up for herself for what Laura Loomer said. Now, Laura Loomer been making a lot of racist remarks, and I keep telling y'all, oh, he don't, I'm a this and that. I support that man. Oh, we on the plantation. Y'all want to make plantation videos about people and this and that. But obviously, this the goddamn same man that is sitting here telling y'all that you're black and agreeing to Laura Loomer, especially you black women, that you are black nappy-headed hoes. That's exactly what he's calling you. That's what he calling you, baby. He say you're black, you're nappy-headed, you're all of this in between. We don't approve of it. That's what he said. So my question is, let me see if I can find Laura Loomer. Well, we got a lot to talk about with political today. Let me go to Ticket and Talk. Let me show y'all what Laura Loomer had said. Laura Loomer said. Laura Loomer. I love TikTok. Shout out to the TikTokity folks. Hold on. Let me see. Child, they going edit. Let me play this what she and say. She said a lot about black women. That's why people is like, why y'all standing up for Candace? No, we're not standing up for Candace. We standing up for black women because this is what she said about black women. And he agrees.
I'm going to get Whitey. I'm going to get Whitey. And I'm going to lock Donald Trump up, just like Letitia James, right? And she goes, now you're going to elect me, and I'm going to lock him up. We're going to get Trump. Like the way they talk and their little DEI Shaniqua voices. They all have the same voice. I'm talking about Kamala Harris, Letitia.
I got to say this, and it's no offense, because I be trying not to bring it up. This is why I go hard at that little biracial heifer over there. This is shit she agreed to. Let's continue, please.
James and Fannie Willis, like meritless DEI Shaniquas talk the same way. It's very obnoxious the way that.
So we're going to get into what she said about Candace. So Candace posted, she talked to junk about Laura Loomer, right? And they've been going back and forth. Let me see if I can get what she said about Laura Loomer. I'm going to show y'all what she said about Laura Loomer. I'm going to show y'all what Candace said. And then we're going to jump into how that man got into it. Because it makes sense.
These people, because now they think that they have legitimacy, that they are, equal partners at the table. And
hold on, that's not the right one. I had it. Hold on. I'm going to show y'all what she called her. And I kept telling her, girl, they do not like you. You are a trope. And to the same people that sat there and said, I'm trying to find it. Somebody got it. Because I know they trying to report it. That sat here and said, oh, Nikki getting what she wants. Fine example, Candace motherfucking Owens. Candace Owens, honey. Candace Owens. Yes. Here you go. Here we go. Let me share it on. Candace Owens. For y'all barbs, I keep telling y'all. I ain't going to keep telling you. Look at Candace Owens, your prime example of what Nikki finna go through. And y'all think I'm playing. I'm not playing. Look at this shit.
People that are really afraid of this nappy-headed black bitch who just has a lot to say, but not really a lot to offer. So I'm not afraid of Candace Owens, and I'm happy to match her energy. I'm happy to wrestle in the mud with that bitch. And, roll around and hurl insults back and forth with her if that's what she wants to do. I'm not afraid of Candace Owens. There's really honestly nothing that this woman can do to me. There's nothing that Candace Owens can say about me that's going to harm me. Candace Owens is a liar, okay? And she's a deeply insecure woman who is very unloved at the end of the day. This is a woman who is allegedly in a relationship with a gay man who is always going to feel the rejection of her family, the rejection of her mother, the rejection of her family that she claims left her alone when she was 14 years old, right, to fend for herself. This is a girl whose parents gave up on her at a very young age, and she is not loved. And as I said,
I'm gonna let her finish, and we're gonna look at Candace's responses. I don't think she know Candace like to take shit down the rabbit hole, but okay.
God hates you, Candace. God hates you.
From
Your
that
husband
coming from the party that say the Lord loves everybody.
hates you.
Oh,
Humanity hates you.
oh,
Everybody who loved Charlie Kirk hates you. Your
Oh.
children are 100% going to hate you. And if what Milo is saying about your husband allegedly getting plunged in the ass by other men is true, your husband, the person that you're supposed to grow old and died with, hates you, Candace.
Oh, Laura the Chialuma, Jigsaw daughter. What?
So just, there's one thing that you need to do,
Who's a little
Candace. You
white
need
on
to
white
just
people
internalize
with
how
you?
hated you are. Okay. Just understand how much oxygen you're stealing and what a shame it is, how much oxygen you are robbing from this planet. I think there needs
Well,
to be
we
like
said
a
that was
quota,
the
like a
whole
quota
time.
on
Go
the
ahead.
oxygen that Candace is allowed to consume. Just understand.
I didn't know you had the control of what somebody control with the oxygen, because we see you keep getting your face touched. We're not sure what side of the puzzle this your left one is pushed up and your right one is descending. I'm not understanding, but go ahead, girl.
And how hated you are. I just want you to internalize every single time you do your show and you think that you
Oh.
are, spreading your truth. Just internalize how hated you
And
are,
they don't
Candace,
even
and just
like
know that you are
you, but
truly
go ahead,
irredeemable.
girl.
Nothing you say or do is ever
Oh,
going to be able to redeem your dark soul. Candace Owens is just this
oh my
one
God.
resentful.
Yeah, she wants to be famous so bad. Ooh. So that's what she said about Candace. Candace say, "Oh, we talking about husbands." Now listen, me and Candace, we ain't that cool, okay? But I do love when she start dragging, and I do love when she goes into hell. Sometimes I do, cause I gotta give it to her. Like I say, we might not agree, but it's gonna be a time and place. You're gonna have to stand up for yourself, Candace, and I have to give it to her because Candace is standing up for herself. Because these people feel like, oh, we're MAGA, we'll shut you up. And Candace like, bitch, I don't give a fuck. You got to stand up for yourself, sister. Oh, girl, yeah, we've been told. Go ahead. Candace, I've been trying to tell your ass. Oh, y'all can't see it. My bad. Let me rewind. I've been trying to tell you about this.
She directed to me.
I've been trying to tell you about them folks, girl. I used to tag Candace, be like, girl, you gonna see, watch it. I'm telling you, you gonna see it. Now look. Remember me? I'm the girl that was on IG said, Candace, you gonna learn the hard way. And you kept ignoring me, acting like you ain't know what I was talking about. And I told you the truth. I've been told y'all a long time ago before elections. Pay attention. Candace is blogging. She's not talking. She's just doing, content about certain stuff. Candace not talking about that junk no more. Did I lie? No. Pay attention to the footwork. I ain't gonna lie about ish. Pay attention. When I tell y'all, that's the fact. But every dog have their day. What goes around comes around. And baby, when it's your turn, you gotta stick in it. You gotta stick in it.
Yesterday that upsets a lot of people. It upset them because it was just so shockingly dark and demonic. This is the tweet that I am referring to that's trending. It's directed to me after yesterday's episode. She said, "God hates you," at Real Candace O. It's why he gave Charlie to Erica and why you didn't even get to say goodbye to him. God hates you. Look in the mirror and internalize how much God hates you. We all hate you. Humanity hates you. And you are irredeemable. And this caused a reaction across the internet. I think like 6,000 people replied to that tweet alone in a ratio. And I think I was going, why are people surprised by this? And I realized they don't know who Laura Loomer is. And I think maybe these people don't take us literally when we say that Trump, that's one of his top advisors, is surrounded by people who are quite literally in need of an exorcism. I'm not saying that for dramatic effect. I am saying literally he is surrounding himself with people that are, I think, demonstrably demonic, right? Like that's what people were so like, that's just demonic. That's very straight. It doesn't hurt anybody's feelings. It makes me uncomfortable to be around you. That seems like you worship Baal. That's why you would say something like that. That's a very weird thing to say. Laura Loomer is trending for a tweet that she directed to me yesterday that upsets a lot of people. It upset them because it was just so shockingly dark and demonic. This is the tweet that I am referring to.
We told you. Hold on, wait.
Any kind of response would be great here. You could say that's not true. The donor's lying. He did say it. We do have the video. We just want to keep it in a vault. I wouldn't recommend you say that. That would be another stupid lie. Well, you kind of did say that. But yeah, if you could just respond to that, that'd be great. Anyway, on to greener pastures, I guess. Greener pastures. Laura Loomer is trending for a tweet that she directed to me yesterday that upsets a lot of people. It upset them because it was just so shockingly dark and demonic. This is the tweet that I am referring to that's trending. It's directed to me after yesterday's episode. She said, "God hates you," at Real Candace O. It's why he gave Charlie to Erica and why you didn't even get to say goodbye to him. God hates you. Look in the mirror and internalize how much God hates you. We all hate you. Humanity hates you. And you are irredeemable. And this caused a reaction across the internet. I think like 6,000 people replied to that tweet alone in a ratio. And I think I was going, why are people surprised by this? Any kind of response would be great here. You could say that's not true. The donor's lying. He did say it. We do have the video. We just want to keep it in a vault. I wouldn't recommend you say that. That would be another stupid lie. Well, you kind of did say that.
Well, okay. That's enough. The bag of people are fighting now, y'all. I don't know, but let's get into what let's get into this tea. So I've been hearing a lot of rumors. Let's get into it. Let's go. Where's the lie? Go ahead. Yeah. I heard that too, child. I heard that too. I heard that, basically she tried to sue Bill and, y'all ain't even see it. My bad. Hold on.
Remember when Laura
Let me play
Loomer
it
sued
again.
Bill Maher for this?
Ooh.
I think maybe
my
Laura
God.
Loomer's in an arranged relationship. She's very close to Trump. She looks like his type. Who's Trump? Because I said, it's not nobody. She's been a dog for too long. And it's not Melania. I think it might be Laura Loomer.
Well, a judge just threw the case out, saying that Loomer didn't establish elements of false statement, malice, or damages. So what do you think? Remember when Laura Loomer sued Bill Maher for this?
So listen, that's the tea on that one. Now let's get back into other stuff. So we're going to talk about something else, right? And I want y'all to be mindful of what's going on and pay attention. Caitlyn Jenner, the chick is coming home in the roost a lot. I love this. Caitlyn Jenner passport was denied because Caitlyn wanted to be notified as a woman and not a man, and Caitlyn has to be notified as a man on the passport. Since people are watching,
I'm going to quote trans advocate Janetta Johnson, who said this in 2015. Jenner's a rich white bitch. She can pay for everything she needs, but I think she now needs to put some of that money back into the transgender on Caitlyn Jenner. I'm going to quote trans advocate Janetta Johnson, who said this in 2015. Jenner's a rich white bitch. She can pay for everything she needs, but I think she now needs to put some of that money back into the transgender on Caitlyn Jenner. I'm going to quote trans advocate Janetta Johnson, who said this in 2015. Jenner's a rich white bitch. She can pay for everything she needs, but I think she now needs to put some of that money back into the transgender on Caitlyn Jenner. I'm going to quote trans advocate Janetta Johnson, who said this in 2015. Jenner's a rich white bitch. She can pay for everything she needs, but I think she now needs to put some of that money back into the transgender on Caitlyn Jenner. I'm going to quote trans advocate Janetta Johnson, who said this in 2015. Jenner's a rich white bitch. She can pay for everything she needs, but I think she now needs to put some of that money back into the transgender on Caitlyn Jenner. I'm going to quote trans advocate Janetta Johnson, who said this in 2015. Jenner's a rich white community, as she has.
Hate when they do that. So basically, people are mad at Caitlyn Jenner, and she was like, she's still gonna support blah 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 blah. But she's Caitlyn is upset. It can't be Caitlyn anymore. That's what you voted for. We don't want to hear. Yeah, so that's what she's upset about. Now, I think that's all we can talk about for now. I think Isabella Brown is still coming out here trying to get the people to have children that people are not just capable of right now. Child, look at this. Tell her.
Nor
Tell
does
her.
the SPLC want to help white nationalists. Trust me, the lawyers at the SPLC.
Everything you thought was actual right-wing extremism or white supremacy in our country was actually probably a psyop funded by the Southern Poverty Law Center. This is like what?
Oh, Isabel, that is really not the takeaway. Not everything is a psyop, nor does the SPLC want to help white nationalists. Trust me, the lawyers at the SPLC are smarter than you are. They're not going to do something that would redound back to nationalist groups. So they're dishonest, they're disingenuous, but they're not stupid.
Turns out, like everything you thought was actual right-wing extremism or white supremacy in our country was
She lying. It surely is. It surely is. It surely is. It surely is. All right, you guys. I had a couple of distractions trying to come in on a community wall to distract me from doing content. I don't know why. If they so better than me, why you trying to distract me from my content? What is wrong? I thought you were the queen or the king of this shit. What happened? That's all, you guys. And like I say, don't forget, that's what I got to tell y'all. If you are in the state of Texas, fuck all that. If you are in the state of Texas, let me see when we got to vote again. That's what I have to look for. Let's see. Next state of Texas vote. Because I got one more thing to show y'all about the May 2nd already? Okay. So we have primary election runoff is May 26th. This is where we're voting for, I believe, the new general or something like that, district general of Texas or something like that. I'm gonna have to get more information on that on May 26th. So if you are in Texas, I want you to listen to me. They tried to make it where you can't mail in. Listen to me. From May 2nd, I'm going to get the end date. I'm going to get all the information we need. Go vote early. You don't have to be at your voting place. You don't have to be where you're supposed to be. I don't care what state you in. Go vote. And the reason I say that is because this president has already said, and he has said this verbatim, if I lose, I'm out. Go do your thing. Okay? Because children's school lunches are done. If you are a parent that cares, it's done. Let's see. Where's Morgan? Where's my girl Morgan at? There she go. Morgan Belkin, you guys can go follow her on Facebook. Instagram, TikTok. I'm not sure if she got a Facebook, and Threads. She's talking about the 2028 election, what's going on. She's also discussing about what's new. Virginia is fully blue state now. A lot of these states are starting to become blue, and we are having, she wanted to let y'all know that Republicans on their bullshit again, Dallas. So I need y'all to pay attention. Republicans on the BS again and are trying to do the precinct level voting again from the runoff on May 26, 2026, okay? So they're on this thing of where they're trying to get you not to do it and all this and that. I want you to be prepared. Texas, we were close. We got to do better, okay? Another thing with dealing in Texas, the police officer that was racist as hell, okay, is fired. She no longer have a job. He's the police department. Shout out to Dr. Candace Matthews for doing her thing. I follow her. I love her commentary.
She is talking about Black people. She calls us chimps or nigger.
Reason forever say that I fucking hate niggers. Oh my god, I fucking hate chimps. Like I hate that little fucking small ass chimp.
But when she is speaking in the third person or speaking just using her regular language, she says nigga.
Like, oh my fucking god, nigga. Like I was decided not to fucking steal my fucking wallet, nigga. Oh my god, nigga. I would have grabbed my heel and like whoop the fuck out of that.
There's something in her brain that makes her comfortable with using the word nigga while still calling Black people nigger. I don't know what kind of disassociation you have, but that shit is wild. I don't know if the bitch want to be Black or she want to be racist. For the non-Blacks that usually speak like her, they're going to say they grew up around Black people.
That's what they do. And then you have dumbass Black people giving people a pass. And then wonder why we're in this position. But whatever.
Got Black friends. They have a Black relative. Exactly. Or they want to be Black.
Oh, wait. No, here go the good one. I have a baby by a Black man. I have a baby by a Black woman. I can say, no, the fuck you cannot. Go ahead.
I don't know what the fuck she is. This is an anomaly.
Exactly.
Notice when she...
Ooh. Honey. Let me go to Dr. Candace Matthews. We're going to play Savannah Chrisley. Savannah Chrisley getting ate up with her political values. Baby, they tore her up. Now, we're going to get into it because we all talking about Texas, and that's part of Texas. I'm going to tell you why. I'm going to tell you why. Baby, Dr. Candace Matthews them said, we don't care if you at the McDonald's. We don't care if you at Burger King. We don't care where you work at, baby. You ain't going to never have a job in America.
No, now I would drag her to hell with gasoline.
I know that's right.
Because I'm not playing.
Come on, Auntie.
I'm gonna put it on my
Come
ass.
on, Auntie. Hey, baby. Tell her, Auntie.
Fired on the spot. Terminate. We don't give a damn if you go to Burger King.
Tell him, Uncle. Oh, that's right.
I'm not playing with this book. 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 I'm not playing. I'm not playing. I'm not playing. I'm not playing.
Hey.
I'm not playing with this girl.
Right. Baby, she is out of there. Everybody was like, she's not fired. She's still there. We need to know what's going on. So Dr. Kevin Matthews like, oh, she's still in. They said that she was gone. She said, oh, well, let's pull up. So they pulled up. Now, I don't know if, I think she's fired now. It is done, over with. Okay. Now, let's go into something else. So Savannah Chrisley, this is last, is getting tore out the frame. When I say tore, ripped apart, I'm gonna let y'all see why. Ooh, honey.
Since Charlie's death, and you've felt lost, because I have too. Charlie was the face of Turning Point. He was the guy who walked on to a hostile campus by himself, sat on a folding chair, and said, "Prove me wrong." And now he's gone. So I'm going to challenge you tonight the same way I've challenged myself every single day since his death. Growth does not live in comfort. Growth lives in the room that you simply just don't want to walk into. The loss that you never saw coming, the moment everything you built your life around falls apart.
All right, pause. Now I want to tell you something. And that you see the people say they don't believe in Turning Point anymore. Let me tell you why. They don't believe in Turning Point anymore because Turning Point is trying to take over all the schools in Texas and teach children Turning Point biblical reference instead of actual things. Yeah. So that's a lot of that going on. Now listen, I'm going to end my live that was all for today. I will be back. I got somewhere to go real quick. I'm a grown bitch. I do grown bitch things. Okay, I got somewhere to go real quick. I will be back. We're going to talk about West Indians and Marissa. And then tonight is Lit Live Saturday. It's a lot that we got to talk about, and I want people to understand it's never a competition on this internet with content. Never. You have the same views as you talk about somebody, just like I do. It's never a competition. Just do your big one and I'll do mine. Let's do our big ones on this channel. That's it. I don't think we should have a competition about who does what and who does anything. Everybody is good content. This is Black media. We're moving forward, and I'm not going to repeat myself anymore. Okay? Continue to grow. Have good. Be blessed. Thank you guys, and you guys be blessed. Be mindful and have great fun. I'll see y'all later. Bye.